Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're like me, you probably have big dreams for your life. Maybe you want to eat healthier, learn a new skill, or even start your own cool project. But sometimes, those big dreams feel, well, too big, right? It's hard to even know where to start. That's why today, we're diving deep into a book that changed how I think about all of this. It's called Atomic Habits, an easy or proven way to build good habits or break bad ones, by James Clear. This book isn't just about trying harder, it's about making tiny changes that can lead to super amazing results in your life. It's for anyone who feels stuck or who wants to make big changes but doesn't know how to take that first small step. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve incredible things, while others, even with good intentions, get stuck? What if the secret isn't about being super talented or having endless willpower, but about something much simpler? Stick around, because we are about to uncover the secrets to building habits that last. The main idea of Atomic Habits is right in its name: tiny changes, remarkable results. The author, James Clear, explains that if you can just get 1% better every single day for 1 year, you'll end up nearly 37 times better than when you started. Think about that. It's like magic compound interest for your personal growth. Small wins or tiny mistakes keep adding up over time, eventually becoming something huge. James Clear says we often think we need to make massive changes to see massive success. But he argues that massiveness comes from many small improvements that keep building on each other. He makes a really important point about goals versus systems. Most of us are always setting goals. I want to lose weight, or I want to write a book. But Clear says goals are good for setting a direction, while systems are best for making progress. A system is the process that leads to the result. So, instead of just focusing on the goal of winning a championship, a coach should focus on the system: how they recruit players, manage coaches, and run practice. The idea is, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. If you fix your process, the results will follow. Another big idea is about identity. There are 3 levels of change: outcomes, what you get; processes, what you do; and identity, what you believe. Most people try to change their outcomes, like, I want to lose 10 pounds. But the book teaches that true, lasting change comes from changing your identity. Instead of saying, I'm trying to quit smoking, you'd say, I'm not a smoker. This small shift in what you believe about yourself makes a huge difference. Your identity is really your repeated beingness. What you do over and over becomes who you are. To change who you are, you have to change what you do, even in small ways, because each action is like a vote for your desired identity. Finally, the whole book is built around a powerful framework called the 4-step habit loop. Cue, craving, response, and reward. Imagine it as a continuous cycle your brain goes through. 1. Cue. This is the trigger that tells your brain to start a behavior. It's a little piece of information that hints a reward is coming. 2. Craving. This is the wanting part. It's the motivation to act. You don't crave the habit itself, but the feeling it gives you. Like you don't crave brushing your teeth, you crave a clean mouth. 3rd. Response. This is the actual habit you do, whether it's an action or a thought. 4. Reward. This is the end goal. It satisfies your craving and teaches your brain that this action is worth remembering and repeating. To make these loops work for you, James Clear gives us the 4 laws of behavior change. First law, make it obvious, for the cue. Second law, make it attractive, for the craving. Third law, make it easy, for the response. Fourth law, make it satisfying, for the reward. You can use these laws to build good habits or invert them to break bad habits. It's a complete guide for how your brain works with habits. This book is packed with amazing stories, and here are a few of my favorites that really bring these ideas to life. First, let's talk about the British cycling team. For almost 100 years, they were, well, not very good. They had only won 1 Olympic gold medal since 1908. But then, in 2003, they hired a new coach, Dave Brailsford, who had a super cool idea he called the aggregation of marginal gains. This means looking for tiny ways to improve everything by just 1%. What did they do? They redesigned bike seats to be more comfy, put alcohol on tires for better grip, asked riders to wear special heated shorts, and even figured out the best type of pillow for each rider's sleep. They even painted the inside of the team truck white so they could spot tiny bits of dust that might mess up the bikes. These small changes, all added up, led to incredible results. Just 5 years later, they won 60% of the gold medals at the 2008 Olympics. And they went on to win the Tour de France 5 times in 6 years. It really shows how those 1% improvements compound into something huge. Another story that stuck with me is the ice cube melting analogy. Imagine an ice cube in a room that slowly gets warmer. 26 degrees, 27, 28, nothing happens. 30, 31, still just an ice cube. But then, at 32 degrees, it starts to melt. That 1 degree shift, which seemed just like the others, unlocked a huge change. This is how habits work. You might make small changes, like eating healthy for a month, and not see a big difference right away. That's the plateau of latent potential. But all that work isn't wasted, it's being stored up, just like the heat in the room. You just need to keep going until you hit that 32-degree moment, where everything changes. And James Clear even shares his own personal story. When he was in high school, he got hit in the face with a baseball bat, really badly. He broke his nose and skull, and couldn't even breathe on his own. His journey back was super hard, and he even got cut from his high school baseball team. But when he went to college, he started making small, consistent changes, good sleep habits, keeping his room tidy, lifting weights. These tiny changes helped him become the top male athlete at his university and get a national award. It wasn't one big thing, but a long series of small wins and tiny breakthroughs. These stories aren't just cool, they show us that big results come from small, consistent efforts. Alright, so you've heard the big ideas and the cool stories. Now, how do you actually use this stuff in your own life? James Clear gives us super practical steps based on his 4 laws of behavior change. First law, make it obvious. Do a habit scorecard. Grab a piece of paper and write down every single thing you do in a day, from waking up to going to bed. Then, put a plus sign next to good habits, a minus sign next to bad ones, and an equal sign for neutral ones. This helps you see what you're actually doing, not just what you think you're doing. For example, if you want to be a healthier person, ask, does this habit cast a vote for or against my desired identity? Use implementation intentions. This sounds fancy, but it just means making a super clear plan for your new habit. Fill in the blanks. I will, behavior, at, time, in, location. So, instead of, I'll read more, try, I will read for 20 minutes at 6 p.m. in my bedroom. This makes it so much easier to start. Try habit stacking. This is awesome. Find a habit you already do every day, and then stack your new habit right on top of it. The formula is, after current habit, I will, new habit. For example, after I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. Or, after I take off my work shoes, I will immediately change into my workout clothes. Design your environment. This is huge. Make the things that remind you of good habits super obvious and visible. If you want to eat more fruit, put a fruit bowl right in the middle of your kitchen counter. And make the cues for bad habits invisible. If you watch too much TV, unplug it and hide the remote. If you can't focus, put your phone in another room for a few hours. This makes good choices easy and bad choices hard. Second law, make it attractive. Use temptation bundling. This means pairing something you want to do with something you need to do. Ronan Byrne, an engineering student, hooked up his stationary bike so Netflix would only play if he was pedaling at a certain speed. So, he got to watch Netflix, while exercising, need. What do you love doing? What do you need to do? Combine them. Join a culture where your desired behavior is normal. If you want to get fit, join a running group or a gym where everyone is dedicated. When you see others doing it, it feels normal and attractive to you too. Create a motivation ritual. Do something you enjoy right before a hard habit. If you want to write, play your favorite song first. Soon, your brain will connect that song with getting focused. Third law, make it easy. Reduce friction. Make it super easy to do your good habits. If your gym is on your way home, you're more likely to go. Get rid of any extra steps that make it hard. Use the 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, make it so small it takes 2 minutes or less to do. Your goal might be to run a marathon, but your gateway habit is to put on your running shoes. The key is mastering the art of showing up. Once you start, it's easier to keep going. Automate your habits. Use technology or make one-time purchases that lock in good habits. Set up automatic savings or use website blockers to keep you from social media. Make it almost impossible to not do the good thing. Fourth law, make it satisfying. Use a habit tracker. This is like a game. Get a calendar and put in X for every day you complete your habit. Like Jerry Seinfeld, who tracked writing jokes every day by aiming to never break the chain. Seeing your streak grow is super satisfying. Never miss twice. This is so important. We all slip up, but if you miss your habit one day, make sure you get back on track the very next day. One missed day is an accident. 2 missed days start a new, bad habit. Just don't let it become a 0 day. Get an accountability partner or create a habit contract. Tell someone your goals. If you don't do your habit, there's a consequence, like paying them money. Knowing someone is watching, or that there's a small pain for not doing it, can really motivate you. For me, Atomic Habits isn't just a book about habits, it's a book about designing your life for success. Before reading it, I always thought I needed more willpower, or that if I just wanted something badly enough, I'd get it. But this book taught me that it's not about how much you want it, it's about making your environment and your systems work for you. The idea that you become your habits really hit home. It's not just about getting results, it's about becoming the type of person who gets those results. You are casting votes for your desired identity with every small action. That's powerful because it shifts the focus from a fleeting goal to a continuous process of self-improvement. The strength of this book is how simple and actionable it is. It doesn't use complicated psychology terms without explaining them clearly, and it gives you concrete steps you can take today. It also reminds us that consistency beats intensity. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep showing up, even for 2 minutes. If there's any limitation, it might be that sometimes the 1% better can feel slow, especially when you're super excited at the beginning. But the book totally addresses this by reminding us about the plateau of latent potential, and how breakthroughs come after consistent, unseen work. Compared to other self-help books, this one stands out because it provides such a clear, practical, and research-backed framework that you can apply to literally any area of your life. So, should you read Atomic Habits? Yes, absolutely. If you're looking to make real, lasting changes in your life, this book is an absolute game changer. It's not about finding a magic bullet, but about understanding the building blocks of behavior so you can make success inevitable. It's about making your good habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, and making your bad habits invisible, unattractive, hard, and unsatisfying. It really shows that small habits don't just add up, they compound. What's one tiny habit you are going to start, or stop, today after watching this? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this review helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more book reviews and self-improvement tips, and share this video with someone who needs it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.